There just never seems to be a dull moment in the crypto space. I woke up this morning, Saturday, January 18th, just 2 days before the Trump inauguration, to find an incredible pump in the Trump coin. That's not the only thing I'm going to talk about today. I'm only going to talk about that briefly because a lot of other people are covering it. So there's a couple things. One, we have that Trump coin. Two, Solana's rise. And the third thing I think is an absolute game changer for crypto. I think it's going to change the landscape of how we use crypto. And this is some developments that came out yesterday. I'm going to talk about that last. But let's get into the Trump piece. So Trump, there's a meme coin that came out, as you probably know if you've been on the YouTubes at all this morning. But basically it's a Trump coin, Trump meme coin. And a lot of people thought it was a gimmick or not a gimmick, a fake or a hack. But a lot of, the Trump Twitter feed was talking about it, Jupiter Twitter feed. But it's a Solana meme coin that's the official Trump coin. And it pumped up all the way to about a $5 billion market cap, $25 billion total FD or fully. Gosh, I can't even remember the terms right now this morning. But, once it's fully diluted, when you have all the coins that are released, it's about a $25 billion market cap, but technically a $5 billion market cap based on the coins that are out and the price. And so this thing ran up to like $24 from nothing. So I'm sure some millionaires were made overnight. And then it pulled back and it jumped back up. I mean, there's a huge appetite, and this could be the beginning of meme season or the reinvigoration of meme season. Could be, don't know. I'm not buying it. this thing got so excited and ran up. Maybe this is about to do another pump up. I don't know. But, I just don't think this is a risk I want to take. If I do buy something, it's going to be a couple $100 just for fun to be in the game. But I'm not going to put a lot of money into this one. You could. That's up to you. It's a Trump meme coin. It's the official Trump meme coin, and it is all the rage right now. But moving in, there is a pump in Solana, and this is one that I do believe in, and it is one that Trump, I believe, believes in. I can't say definitively, but this one here, Solana has had a run up in the last 24, 48 hours. We've gone now all the way down from 175 about a week ago, all the way up to 241. We're not quite at the recent highs of 264, but it's been running up. It's been pumping. Now, the moving average, it looks like there's a lot of euphoria in this one. I mean, a lot of excitement. It might have had something to do with the Trump pump, but there's just too much of a pump here that little pump in that meme coin had an effect on Solana, but you know how that works. It does actually have an effect. So I have a position open on Solana. My goal here is to take this $800 account and go up to 100,000. And I started with 800, and I'm currently at about $2,800. And I took about $1,000 of my profits from trading in this account, and I'm holding it in Bitcoin in this account just as a placeholder. I don't want to hold it in USDC or USDT. I just want to hold it in something that might appreciate instead of having, assets that aren't working for me. So until I need that, it's going to be sitting in Bitcoin. And hopefully Bitcoin goes up, and then I can transfer it back and, play that game. So I don't have a non-appreciating asset. Hopefully the Bitcoin continues to appreciate. $175. We're at 242. I have a leveraged position at 10x on Bitcoin or BTCC. If you want to trade BTCC, I have a link down below. I don't advise it. Leverage trading is extraordinarily risky. I'm not your financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing you through what I'm doing. And if you want to come along for the ride, please like, subscribe, share. I'd appreciate it. So I'm going to take a little bit of profit out of this Solana trade because I think that we're kind of at a euphoric state. I do think we're well above the moving average. We're probably overbought. And if it comes back down, then I'll DCA back into it. But I'm just going to take about 10 or 15, maybe 20% out. And that works like this. I go to close it, and I'm going to say, let's do, this is just going to be a small profit I'm taking out. I had originally $158 in this trade. I'm already up to $600 of profit. So I'm going to take just a teeny bit out. Okay, so I'm going to sell one Solana. I have 9, so I'm going to sell one of my Solana here. So not talking about huge money, but I started with 800. I'm trying to play the game and run it up. So I'm going to take out one. Woo. There we go. Close. And there we go. I sold 1 Solana, and now I have 8 left. And I took a teeny tiny bit of profit. I might take a little bit more if it goes up to 243. I took it out at 241. I might take a little more out at 243 or 245. And then if it pulls back a certain amount, I think I'll buy back in. I do believe in Solana long term. So this is one I actually hold these assets. But this is one right now that I'd just like to take a little bit off the table. And I've taken a little bit of profits along the way, just a teeny tiny bit. And that way I can, live to fight another day should these coins go down. All right, last piece. We talked about Trump, we talked about Solana. Last piece, and this is big news. This is the news that, quite frankly, I'm excited about because I can change, and many Americans can change the way they use crypto with this kind of thing. So Coinbase launches Bitcoin-backed loan service, allowing users to borrow up to $100,000 in USDC. So they're working with Morpho Labs. They've launched this Bitcoin-backed loan service. So it lets you borrow $100,000. Now, they don't talk about loan to values, like how much, they'll let you, if you have $100,000 in Bitcoin, are they going to let you take out a $100,000 loan? Probably not. There's probably going to be some loan versus the value. So if you're buying a house and the house is $100,000 and you put $80,000 or $20,000 down and you get an $80,000 loan, that's an 80% loan to value. I would imagine this one's probably going to be a lot less lenient on the loan to value. I would imagine it's going to be 40, 50, maybe 60% loan to value based on the risk. And that will allow for fluctuations in the Bitcoin and not necessarily put the lender in a very bad spot should the Bitcoin be a heck of a lot worse valued than the loan. That would put them in a bad spot because you'd be like, keep my Bitcoin, right? Because, but what they're doing is they're wrapping the Bitcoin and custodying the Bitcoin, and they give it back as, I'd imagine they give it back to you or give you back the custody once it's been paid off. And then you still realize the appreciation. So this might change how loans are done. This could easily change how people do financing and loans. Look, I could get all of my income in Bitcoin, hold my Bitcoin, borrow against it to live, and pay it back with the residuals or the increase in value I have on my Bitcoin. This is a game changer, and it's going to further help tokenization of assets. So I see this as a major game changer for crypto, especially Coinbase is the first one, but think about it. There's going to be more to follow shortly. I mean, another big news is that allegedly in day one, one of the executive orders is going to change if banks can custody your crypto, and if they can custody if they can take control of your Bitcoin or allow you to, deposit crypto assets in the bank, then they can also lend against it. So there's going to be, hopefully that's the case, and there's going to be competitive forces that make more and more competitive loans like this. I don't know what the rates are going to be on these things. If they're less than credit card rates, significantly less, get my salary or my money in Bitcoin. And then, this is not financial advice, this is what I'm contemplating, it's all theoretical, but you take your money, your salaries or your payments in Bitcoin, you keep the Bitcoin in the bank, borrow against it to live, and as long as that's less than 9%, like a really, really good credit card rate, and you're paying you're paying them the interest, but you're getting to keep the appreciation, and appreciation's more than the interest, then you've won, and you've done a good job. Now, there's a lot going on there. We have a lot to see, so nothing right at this time, and they're the first ones out. We'll see what happens. Very exciting. So we got 2 more days left until we know all the news for sure, and I'm watching the market very carefully. Is this a buy the rumor, sell the news event, or is crypto just going to blast off from here? I think we have a lot of answers coming on Monday. I, for one, am very excited. That's all I got for now. I hope you got some information here that was valuable to you, regardless of me stuttering my way through it. If you made it this far, please make sure to like. And if you're not a subscriber, now's the time. Now's the time. Just do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share it with people you think might benefit. I'll talk to you later.